If you're thinking about selling your home in St. Louis and you've considered a cash offer, selling on your own, or listing with a realtor, this video could save you thousands of dollars. Right now, sellers are being approached by cash buyers. Others are thinking about trying to sell on their own to avoid commission, or how to find a good realtor they can trust. And some are unsure whether the market is strong enough to list traditionally. Before you make a decision that affects your largest asset, let's break this down clearly and strategically. First, let's talk about what's actually happening in the market right now. The St. Louis market has shifted. Buyers are more selective than they were during the frenzy years. We've seen record numbers of mutual releases this past year. Buyers are saying, okay, if I'm paying this, I expect that in return. Much more these days. Pricing matters more, presentation matters more, strategy matters more. In St. Charles County, demand remains strong. In parts of St. Louis County, we're seeing longer days on market, especially when homes are priced aggressively. This means sellers can still win, but only if they understand how to position their property. Now that we understand the market, let's look at the first option many sellers consider. Cash offers exist for one reason: convenience. Cash buyers remove financing risk. They often close quickly. They may buy the property as is. But here's what most sellers don't see clearly: cash buyers build margin into their offer. If they are a wholesaler and intend to sell that contract to another buyer, taking your equity along the way, they have to build their profit in that offer. Then that margin covers repairs, resale risk, holding costs, and profit to the actual buyer. Here's the simple truth: cash is about convenience, listing is about competition. If you need to sell immediately or avoid repairs, cash can make sense. But if maximizing equity matters to you, you need to compare net proceeds before signing anything, and that leads to the second path sellers often consider. Selling on your own, what people call FSBO, is appealing because you think you'll save commission. And yes, you avoid paying a listing agent. But here's what happens in reality: homes sold without professional marketing often get less exposure, attract bargain hunters, and face tougher negotiations. And negotiation is where thousands are gained or lost. Marketing reach matters. MLS distribution matters. Pricing psychology matters. The legal process and pitfalls to watch for matter. According to National Data Records and NAR, homes sold without representation net 15 to 18% less than if they'd used a realtor. So the question becomes, do you want to risk losing 18% or pay commissions of 6 to 8% on average? Most importantly, what you net matters more than what you think you saved. If you're confident in price, marketing, negotiating, and paperwork, selling on your own can work. But most sellers underestimate how complex it becomes. So, what does a strategic listing actually look like when done correctly? Listing creates competition. Competition drives leverage. Leverage drives price. But this only works when pricing is precise, presentation is clean, marketing reaches real buyers, and negotiation is strategic. The first week on market sets the tone. If you overprice, buyers scroll past you. If you underprepare, buyers discount you. If you undermarket, buyers never see you. This is where strategy separates average results from strong results. And this brings us to the number that matters most. Sale price is not the real number. Net proceeds is the real number. After commission, closing costs, repairs, credits, timeline considerations, the net is what you keep. The question isn't which option feels easiest, it's which option leaves you strongest financially. Clarity removes pressure. And when you have clarity, you can move forward confidently. If you're even thinking about selling your home in St. Louis, don't decide blindly. I created a free seller guide that breaks down cash offers, pricing strategy, and net comparisons in detail. You'll find it in the description below. No pressure, no obligation, just clarity, so you can make a confident decision. Just remember, if you have questions about real estate, I have answers.